Bush. Hey guys, Super10 here. Welcome back to Let's Play Hollow Knight. This time we're gonna be doing a bunch of stuff because last time we finished off the Colosseum of Fools and got a bit of lore at the very end of it when we finished off all of the essence that we needed. This time I'm gonna be doing a lot of exploring, finishing off what we don't have on map and taken care of yet. Which actually shouldn't be that much. There's only one room I can think of in here. Then we go on to the Queen's Garden. And after the Queen's Garden, we have a bit to do in there. Fog Canyon has at least one room's worth. Fungal Wastes have a little bit. Deep Nest, I think, is done. Ancient Basin is... We can go back there now, actually. Kingdom's Edge, I think, is done. Resting Ground should be done. We're going to have to go back to the Spirit's Glade, though. Hollow's Nest Crown should be done. Yeah, we actually have a good portion of things done. Oh, wow. We're a lot closer to the end than I realized. But we're not there quite yet. Almost. But not quite yet. Yes, this is the passageway I want. This is actually where we first fought Hornet. Oh, how little we knew at that point. How little we still know, to be honest. There's a lot more that we could know going forward. But, well, we have more that we shall learn. I could have used my super dash to get across that room a lot easier, but I did not. The Lake of Un. Well, first things first. We need to kill that thing because it's on the Hunter's Journal. Next things next, as you can see, we can swim underneath this. And our reward for going to the far side of the Temple of Un is a lot of kind of disgusting environment to travel through. Just a little bit disgusting, though. Just a little bit. Let's gotta stop and pop a grub at some point, but I know we have at least one more grub. I think we're almost done, though. Or I know we're almost done. I think we're really close to actually being done. Our reward for coming all the way down here. Sup? Shape of Un. A new charm. Shape of Un. While focusing soul, the bearer will take on a new shape and can move freely to avoid enemies. Instead of being stuck in place while you charge up your soul, you actually take the shape of... I'm going to have to show that off because I don't remember off the top of my head. It's like a slug. I believe that would make the most sense considering what Un is. That does make the most sense. But that's one of the few remaining charms we have left to get. There are not many. I believe one of which is going to be the reward for collecting all of the grubs. That sounds to be right. So yeah, I know this one. I think we have a reward for all the grubs. So it's only one charm, which I am not sure what it is. What is that one? What is the one I'm forgetting? I'll figure it out sooner or later, though. That is not a worry. I think I have to do that thing. Actually, let me check. I have to do this. Oh yeah, I can't actually check while I'm in the water. Useful to know. Actually, I'm going to stop here real quick because there's a bench right in here. Let me throw on Shape of Un real quick. Take this off. I've also mentioned you can actually force charms in. I think I've showed that off already. And we do not have enough to actually use that. So I'm going to go all the way across. Because you have responded. And now we have enough. Which is all we need. Yep. You kind of just slither around. You pull your cape in. Slither around a little bit. It's not super amazing. But better than nothing at the end of the day. Alright then. Let's see. Next on our to-do list. As I've said, I think we actually have... I might have to do another run through this area later on, but I think we have everything. Basically, if I don't find everything, I'm gonna have to go back after checking my other file for rooms I've missed. But I'm gonna try to do this without checking my map. I don't really want to do that if I don't have to. And I have already, like, I remember a lot of the stuff off the top of my head. I say off the top of my head. I do have to look at the map for reminders. But I do remember a lot of the tricks and things that we need to do pretty freely. It's just, there's a few things here and there. To get to there, we're gonna go down, and we're gonna go that way through the fog canyon. Yeah, that sounds to be a good way to do it. Because we do have that area of black gunk that we can go through. But that, we're going to go through the fog canyon to get there because there's an area within the fog canyon. Oh, it's so nice being able to kill these enemies in one hit. I'm pretty sure we already have, actually we may not have them in the Hunter's Journal fully. Yes, this is the way we need to go. And through this room all the way over, then down. Let's see, is there anything that I am missing that I can think of majorly? I can't think of where that last charm I'm missing is. Where is that charm? I don't remember what the charms down on that side are. Go over to the charms real quick. Yeah, I don't remember what these charms are off the top of my head that much. This should be the grub, and I know what this one is. I just don't remember this one here. So we're going to have to figure that out. Yeah. And we don't have 5 grubs yet anyway. There's another key we need to find in order to actually get the last grub. But I don't remember where that key is either, so we're going to have to find that as well. Where's the key kept? It's not in the deep nest, is it? I'm gonna have to investigate the deep nest just to make sure. I was hoping to not have it. I was hoping to have excuses, or not need excuses to go back down there, but it looks like I'm gonna have to go back down there if I don't find what I'm looking for. Which is a shame, because I know I've gotten, like, everything else. Yeah, I've gotten that power up too. Wait, is there 2 rooms in here I missed? No, that goes to Queen Garden. Right, and we're going to be going to Queen Garden from this side. Alright, let's see. So, yeah. It's up from here I can go. Why have I not gone this way before? Did I just not notice it or something? I must have been on the lower side of the path and I just entered it from 2 different sides. But there's more of these things. You know, if you'd be a charm, that would be really useful for me. Doop, just a hole in a seal. Nothing particularly fancy for us. Which is a pity. A grand pity. Ow! That hurt. That kind of hurt. Oh well, it's not like we actually need the hearts at this point. What am I missing? What am I forgetting? I can go up here? What's up here? Right, nothing important is up here. I can go through here though, can't I? Wasn't this the, wasn't this, no, that couldn't have been that, what was, oh, this was the overgrown mound. Yeah, I've done this already. I'm losing my bearings rather quickly, guys. Mostly because this is a long game, and I don't remember everything I've done and when I've done it. We can go through there now. Can we go through there before? I think there was a long way around we could take. We can go through there now. Gives us a nice shortcut down into the Queen's Garden. Sadly, those are dropway platforms, so I can't check my map well. I need to go over into the... I need to go left and up. And I think that's all that's in here. Yeah, I think so. I'm going to be horribly wrong, of course, but... Oh, is that where I get the last charm? Oh, I think it is. I forgot about that completely. I want to stop at the stag station just in case. How did I forget about that? Oh. Yeah, I need to stop at the stag station just in case because I want to hit the bench up. Man, I feel bad. I feel bad for forgetting about that. Oh, this episode. This episode's going to be an episode. Most episodes are an episode, though. I mean, by definition, an episode must be an episode, or else it wouldn't be an episode. Unless you get in some really weird quantum physics or some shenanigans like that, then things, you don't know what things are doing at that point. You really don't. Alright, then. Get all the way over to this part and up to the area which we have not been through yet. And we haven't been through that area yet because it was blocked off by a black portal thing. I still have not come up with a good name for those. But we needed our shade, our void cloak, or I've already forgot the name of the power-up. Our invulnerability dash in order to get through it. And that is right here. Let's see, right on through. This is where, oh boy, this is going to be a nuisance, isn't it? Well, so long as I don't trigger my, take another hit until that heals. Heal. Perfect. Mantis. So many of them. Yes, I know there was only one right there, but trust me, there's a lot of them. Cloth! It is nice to see you, Cloth. Actually, I want to read Cloth's mind. I want to read Cloth's mind, I said! Let me read Cloth's mind, you jerks! Cloth, do better, damn it, so I can read your mind! Oh, you can't read Cloth's mind. Okay, good to know. This is the real threat, though. Oof, the Traitor Mantis Lord. Remember how there were 4 seats for the Mantis Lords? But one was destroyed, and we only fought 3 lords. This is the 4th. Well then. That's... yeah, nothing really more could be said at this point. Other than thank you, Cloth. We appreciated the help. Protect. We've actually seen this here from another side. We can't actually get it on map at this point, but we found a grub over there, I do believe. As for what this is, we've already met one queen that resides within this game world, but she was not the queen. This is the queen. Oh, one arrives. Far it walks to find me. Did it seek my aid, or did the path carry it here by chance to so pertinent a place? It is true that you were awaited. No, perhaps that isn't accurate. True, one like you was awaited. Note the distinction there. I have a gift held long for one of your kind, half of a whole. When united, great power is granted, and on the path ahead, great power it will need. Collected the King Soul. It faced the gendered child. She is a fierce foe, strong in mind and body, striking reflection of her mother, though the two were permitted little time together. I never begrudged the worm's dalliance as a bargain. In fact, I feel some affection for the creature birthed. If your paths were ever to align, I imagine you might gain yourself a powerful ally. She's of course speaking to Hornet there. And the worm, of course, would be the king. Within my roots, the weakening of the vessel I plainly feel. Only two obvious outcomes there are from such a thing. The first is inevitable on current course. Regression. All minds relinquished to that pernicious plague. The second I find preferable, and would seek your aid in its occurrence, replacement. I implore you, usurp the vessel. Its supposed strength was ill-judged. It was tarnished by an ideal installed. But you are free of such blemishes. You could contain the thing inside. We've seen the statue in the City of Tears, how it referred to the Hollow Knight. It is accurate to say that there is not just one Hollow Knight. Your character also is a Hollow Knight. I'll offer fair warning. The vessel may itself be weak, but it is much empowered by that force within. To claim its role requires strength of some magnitude. Prepare yourself well before attempting the task. Ah! So it bears our once fractured soul, now complete. Such strength, such resolve, such dedication! Is it more than simply a vessel? I almost feel like I'm once again in the presence of my beloved worm. The king's soul. What is at the heart of it, I wonder? If its curiosity wills it, it should seek out that place where it was born, where it died, where it began. And she says only the same thing. That comment there is probably the most important one yet. But I'm not going to be taking care of that for a little while. But as I mentioned before, and I kind of spoiled it already, this is the queen. So it can access a mind, then the seal shall break before its blade. The Queen of Hollowness. No, she is bound. She is completely wrapped up in bounding. Those are not clothing. She is bound here. Let's see, I think I have to leave and then come back to make a comment on that. Regardless, I will stop in here at least one other point because the Queen, she is of course in the know. She is aware of what's going on and has a lot of comments about that as well. And there's a lot of interesting things she has to say that I've drawn attention to. Very much drawn attention to them. You have anything else to say? Do I seem prisoner here? If so, it's not by any choice but my own. These bindings about me, I've chosen to erect. There is some shame, I feel, for my own part in the deed, and this method guarantees its cease. I still feel that urge, you see, I always will. A ferocious desire to spread seeds upon the land, to propagate myself, to breed. And then it says the same thing as about the King's Soul. She would spread endlessly, and she's aware of the trouble that actually would cause. So she has willingly imprisoned herself here, where she won't be able to spread about any more than she already has. But a lot of things there she's made a mention to. As I've said, she basically alludes to the fact that, yes, there is more than one Hollow Knight. Another aspect of that is the shades. What you leave behind when you die. What we've seen in the Abyss. The fact that the one boss we fought, which seemed to be an infected copy of yourself, which was referenced as the kin. But, and of course, what she referred to as well previously. Well, now that was something! A true battle of mighty warriors. So intense, so climatic. It's really everything I could have ever hoped for. Thanks for all your help, my friend. For a tiny bug, you set a valiant example. We'll meet again, I'm sure of it. Be on my way soon. Nola is waiting, and I'm done down here. Just savoring the moment a little longer. Cloth was the primary reason why I stopped absorbing all the unnecessary souls. Cloth is a Death Seeker. The Nola she's mentioned was her lover. Cloth is a female, right? 95% sure. It's in the journal. I think Cloth is in the journal. Pretty sure Cloth is in the journal. Is Cloth in the journal? I'm gonna look like a fool if she's not. I'm gonna keep calling her she, and I'm gonna be wrong, and I'm gonna feel really bad. I'm 95% sure Cloth is female. I would go back to check myself, but that is a lot of stuff I'd have to go through. Regardless, Cloth's lover was already dead, and Cloth was kind of depressed and not sure what to do, and eventually kind of became a Death Seeker. Cloth is content to have aided us at the very end in defeating a rather worthy foe. To be honest, you recall when we rescued Cloth in the Deep Nest, yes, where we got, I believe that was on our path to where we got the tram pass, because the tram pass is not necessary at all. So you could actually go through the game, sneak into the Kingdom's Edge as I had done, go and get the Shadow Dash before freeing Cloth, and if you do so, Cloth will not come here to aid you, because obviously they can't. There are some lines of dialogue with that, and very obviously I can't really go through and show that off, because it's too far in the past for me to realistically go through and do that, but a nice little detail they've done there, and I'm pretty sure when we return, Cloth's ghost will have moved on. I was talking about the Queen. How there are multiple Hollow Knights. We've kind of seen that from the kin we faced, among other things. And at this point, the Queen has told us a number of other things. There are two tasks, or two end results you've seen. Either the first being everything goes as it is and everyone regresses to the mindless state, as we've kind of heard beforehand. What the, I can't think of his name, but the very large creature we've met at the Kingdom's Edge. He made the comment to it as well. Within the Temple of the Black Egg, there is the previous Hollow Knight, the one that there's a statue of in the City of Tears. And he is a vessel to keep this plague sealed. But the vessel has cracked. It's breaking free. So, the Queen's alternative is, as she states, defeat the vessel and seal the plague within yourself. That seems like a task that we're gonna have to take care of right now. Now then, let's see. We're probably getting pretty close to the end of the video. I'm gonna make it back down to the, yeah. I'm gonna get back down to the Stag Station so I can save, get all that stuff on map. There's still a few more things I need to take care of. Where is this last charm I'm missing? I've bought everything I can buy, I'm pretty sure, with the exception of the blessing, which you need every charm for. Is it there? But wait, how do I get into there? It's probably there, but I just don't remember how to get into there. I'll figure it out. I know that key has to be around somewhere. And yes, I know I'm talking about things that you guys don't know what I'm talking about yet. You'll figure it out soon enough. Stop here real quick, update the map. Alright, let's take a look at things. Full map. We have that on map now, where the Queen resides. Was anything up there? Howling Cliffs should be completely done. Dirtmouth, of course. Green Path, I don't think I'm missing anything. That should be done. Actually, let me take a look at my charms real quick. I'm already at my charms. So there's this one. Gathering Swarm. All the soul ones. Thorns of Agony. Mushrooms. That's the one we're missing. Okay. I know what it is we're missing then. And I know where to get it. Alright. So that's what we're going to be tackling next time. Because next time... Oh yeah, and I should actually show off what the King Soul does. The King Soul. It is an extremely expensive charm. Though, you will constantly recharge soul while it is equipped. And it opens the way to a birthplace. We won't be going there for a while, though. So, this charm is another blue lifeblood charm. That one we should be able to get now. I just have to head in that direction. This charm here should be another grub charm, and this one here should be related to mushrooms, if I'm not horribly mistaken. So, of course, we're going to have to go to mushrooms. Above the Mantis Village should be where that charm is, if I'm not horribly mistaken. Though I could be horribly mistaken. Regardless, I'm probably going to end up exploring the fungal wastes a little bit to make sure I didn't miss anything there. And other than that, I hope what I'm missing isn't in the deep nest. It might be, though. I do not want to deal with the deep nest right now. We do have to make another trip to the abyss because of that doorway there I've mentioned. We do have a way to get into that. And this area up here, there was a doorway we couldn't get in through in there. That's what I need the key for. That's what I need to figure out where the key is for. Where is that key? I should probably also go back up there to make sure that's fully on map. But, where do I want to start with next time? Because I've been talking for a while. Oh, I've been talking for several minutes, actually. I'm probably going to start at the Mantis Village, so I'm just going to head off to the Queen Station. And I will see you guys all in the next video. Later.